Guten Tag! I'm Curtis Dominguez, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make Nudeln mit Tomato Mozzarella sauce, or in English, thank you, Curtis. Thank you. That's irrelevant. Anyway, to save time, I've already gathered all the ingredients we will need. Also, I've cut it down from 4 servings to 1. Now, in order to boil the pasta, you're going to need about 2 cups of water, which I already have conveniently right here. Also, since I'm cutting it down to around 4 to 1, you are going instead to need around 60 grams of pasta, which is equivalent to about 1 cup, as I have right here. Now then, the next step would be to put the pot onto the pan and let it boil. While you let the pasta boil, you're going to need to cut up about 1/4 of an onion. Mind you, every measurement in here is cut down in a 4 to 1 ratio. Actually, it's a 1 to 4 ratio, but either way. So you're going to need about 1/4 of an onion. So, it's also going to need to be finely chopped. So, make sure that you take an onion, cut it into 1/4, and finely chop it. Take some oil, and give half a tablespoon into a pan. This will be used for frying the onions and garlic, which we will add later. Also along with some tomatoes. Take the oil, put it into a pan. Now then, take your onions and add them into the oil with the pan. Then, start to stir them. Wait until they turn golden. Then, add the garlic. So, take about that much garlic, which is, say, this much. Only going to be needing about 3 little parts of the garlic. Only about that much. For the garlic, instead of cutting it, you're going to want to shred it. So, take a standard shredder, just anyone that you may happen to have in the kitchen, and start shredding with it. Now then, you're also going to want to cut up a tomato. You're not going to need that much, maybe only about this much. And it needs to be roughly chopped. That is essential. Meanwhile, the pasta is done, so I'm going to go ahead and just take this, and I'm going to drain it. Oop. Just going to drain it right here into the sink. Now your noodles need to sit after this, so just put that back on the stove. Now these onions are nice and done now, so I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic. Now you fry this up for 2 minutes. Then you add the tomatoes. In addition to adding the tomatoes, which I will do right now, you also need to add half a tablespoon of tomato sauce, a dash of Tabasco sauce, salt, pepper. Next step is to add the pasta, mozzarella, and basil. Pasta, put it onto the plate. Add mozzarella. Add sauce. And dress. Parmesan. And about 2 leaves of basil. Bring to table and serve. In German culture, it's usually normal before a meal to say Mahlzeit, which literally means meal, but it's more of a bon appetit in French. But this is German. As a curious question, how many of you actually had something like this? Curtis, put your hand down. You just ate this.